Hi, my name is Akinwale Akindiya. I want to be speaking to you on the topic, the future of learning and capacity building for the young people. The future of any country uh, resides with the young people of that country. 10 years to come, 20 years to come, they're going to be the leaders in all sectors of the country. And that is why it is very important that we lay a very good foundation with our young people. Young people must have that sense of responsibility early. It was said that Bill Clinton decided that he's going to be a future president of the United States of America, even while he was in high school, when a president came and visited them in school and shook him. From that point, he decided that one day he will become president of the United States of America, and he made it happen. So we can carefully and constructively work out our future starting from now. And that is basically what I want to be sharing with you. You know, there is one saying in law that a man cannot give what he does not have, okay? You cannot give what you don't have. So if we are talking about the emancipation, okay, of the country, of Nigeria, of Africa, of the world at large, we need leaders. The world needs people in medicine. The world needs people in politics. We need people, you know, in engineering. We need people in IT. We need leaders, even in religion. Okay, we need people that will set the tone for the country in times to come. And if you want to be in that set, it doesn't come automatically. It doesn't jump on people. It's not by chance, it is by choice. So you've got to position yourself, you've got to prepare yourself for the opportunities for leadership that will come your way in the nearest and distant future. So I want to be sharing with you on this outline why young people are unemployed. Remember, we are talking about capacity building. Okay, I want to talk about impact of COVID-19 on the career landscape for young people. I will also look at securing the job of your dreams, then careers of the future. Then I'll give examples of online training sites which you can go to develop yourself, especially now that young people are basically at home. Okay, so let's go. Why young people are all employed? Number one, lack of information. I normally tell people that don't say there is no job. Say you do not have information on where the jobs are. There are lots of jobs. Okay, there are many agencies, MDAs that need people right now. There are many companies, many startups, all right, that need people. In fact, even what you have right now, the certificate, you have the qualifications, you have, you know, they are needed somewhere. It's not that you don't have the information on where those qualifications are needed. So a lot of people that are job hunting, okay, they need to know where to go. They need to know where to be. They need to know where to look. You need to get the right information. You need to get the right, you know, information that can help you to secure the job of your dreams. All right. So number two, lack of skills. BSc is no longer enough. So imagine somebody has BSc accounting, A has BSc accounting, B has BSc accounting. Both of them have second class upper. Okay, the recruiter is intervening the two of them, but A, all right, has a certification in data science, has a certification in business intelligence. Okay, is a web developer. Okay, he's also into app development. You can use Sage, you can use QuickBook, but the other one just has 2-1 accounting. Which one will you employ? It's so clear. You want to hire somebody that can bring extra value. So apart from the BSc mathematics, what else can you offer? Apart from the B engine, electrical, civil, whatever, what else do you have to offer? So you need to have skills. You need to have technical skills. You need to have art skills, which will be able to differentiate you in the workplace. Then lack of relevant qualifications. Okay, somebody say, I need a job, I need a job, I need a job. Okay, what do you have? Okay, do you have a degree? Do you have a diploma? All right, which certifications do you have? You need to work on that. Okay, so without qualifications, you cannot get employed. Okay, so while you are saying, okay, I'm waiting for my JAMB results, okay, for there is COVID-19 lockdown, the schools are not resuming, what skills are you acquiring? What qualification, what certifications are you working on? Okay, another reason I've seen that delays people from getting job is university admission delays. Okay, so you have somebody 23-year-old that's supposed to have already 3 years working experience. He's still writing UME, all right? He's still battling with post UME. And some of these things is just information, like the first point, lack of information. You're applying for the wrong job. You're applying, I was in a cafe recently, and one young man, just got his UME results. Okay, and everybody was congratulating him at 230 or 240 something. And the guy made a remark that touched me. He said, last year my score was also like this. So I turned back and faced him and said, wow, how can you get 240 something and you didn't get admission? And he said, I said, which course? What happened? He said they gave him accounting. I said, well, they gave you accounting and you didn't go. He said he didn't like the university. He wanted University of Abuja, but they gave him ABU. So because they gave him ABU, he turned down the admission. I said, wow. So I sat him down. So what is the difference between ABU and University of Abuja? Both of them are federal university and it is the same course. So why will you turn down a course? Because he didn't like the university. So I made him to realize for every admission letter that is issued in this country, you have thousands, if not tens of thousands of people that want to hold that admission letter. Then he became calm. I said, guy, don't make that mistake again. You've lost 1 year for nothing. So you see a lot of people like that, people getting delayed for nothing. So don't say, I don't like the course. You can go and read, any course and come out with a career of your own. All right. I read BSc Industrial Chemistry, but I'm a chartered accountant today. Okay. I know many people, when I was doing CISA, Certified Information System Auditor, one of the guys that taught me read zoology. So from zoology, it crossed to IT. So I have guys in oil industry with, degrees in other things, but they cross to IT, they cross to accounting, and they are enjoying themselves today. So there are a lot of opportunities outside the walls of the university. It's not that you need that basic admission. You need that basic qualification of BSc or HND for you to move on. So don't allow, as much as you can help it, I'm just giving you that tip. Don't allow the fact of this is what I want to do to stop you to waste your years. Okay? Because university admission delays, if you don't get that admission through, you won't be able to move. And that one leads to the other point, which is age restrictions. So if you spend too much, a time pursuing admission, and you maybe by the time you graduate, you are 27, you leave, you go for NYC, you are 27, you are 28, 29, and they tell you that for you to get job entry level is 25 years. Some of them even go for as low as 23 years. That is the problem has started. So you have to now start looking at how do I reduce my age and things like that. We can backfire in the future. So if you are listening to me and you are 16, 15, 17, you better sit up, okay? Because there are age restriction outside there. You have guys, now graduating at the age of 20, at the age of 21. So nobody is going to want to wait for you if you sit down there, wasting time with UTME or whatever. So you got to move and move very fast. So these are the reasons I have seen, I've documented, that can make young people to be unemployed. Okay, so I move to the next outline, which is the impact of COVID-19 on the career landscape. Okay, look at tourism and aviation bubbling before. Is a very busy um, industry with billions of dollars of turnover annually. But because of COVID-19, all right, you have local and foreign airlines suspending operations. Airports are shut down globally, right? The International Air Transport Association had reported an estimated revenue loss of $252 billion in the tourism and aviation sector globally. All right, in aviation sector globally. So you can see that's a big impact, and of course, with uh, spin-off effects of job losses, salary being drawn down, and things like that. So that is a very negative impact of COVID-19. Hospitality industry, social distancing has led to low patronage, definitely, because there are rules about the maximum number of people that can gather in a place. So the hospitality industry too has really taken a serious knock. Cinemas and entertainment, very big knock, right? So people, guys that have invested in shooting movies, now people are not really going to cinemas, like before. So movie theater was shut down for a lot of months. Okay, art exhibitions, movie premieres, musical concerts have either been cancelled or postponed because of COVID-19. Okay, oil and gas industry, serious. Okay, travel restrictions have led to a drop in oil demand and crash in crude oil prices globally. So Nigeria's dependency on oil will make her vulnerable because of a dwindling revenue from the oil sector. Real estate and construction firms and households are conserving firms. Therefore, acquiring real estate is not a priority for many people. So that industry too is also having its challenges right now, because people, is a high volume sector, but people are withholding their cash, and of course that will also have an impact on people's career. Uh, People that are in that field, surveyors, estate valuers, civil engineers, electrical engineers, and the rest. Manufacturing, so raw materials were idle, plants were idle. So losses will reverberate through the value chain. In fact, Tesla in US filed a lawsuit against the California county that prohibited the car company from producing vehicles during the outbreak. Okay, so it got serious at that. As an investor, you are watching your investment, going down the drain because of the COVID-19 lockdown. Trade, impact of COVID-19 on trade, markets were shut down. Okay, plants were shut down. Billions of dollars in import and export were lost. So imagine people that invested in perishable foods. That is a very big loss for them. So or over the weekend, you prepare your goods for the market, or maybe on Monday. Then on Sunday, there was an announcement, and the lockdown, started. So that is a big blow for many people, for many businesses. All right, for startup and small businesses is a big challenge. Cash flow challenges will face many SMEs. So we are seeing that happening because there's no transaction, then there is no income. So SMEs were forced to shut down for months. Many of them will not recover. Sorry for the bad prediction, but that is the truth. Many businesses, I've looked around, I've seen businesses that were open pre-COVID-19, and since many that are already shut down post-COVID-19. All right, government contractors, all right, because of cost-cutting measures in the public sector, government contractors are going to, have, to bear some losses because of the budget restrictions. Banks and lending houses, banks create money by lending. So credit risk will be paramount as loan defaults are inevitable. So banks are giving loan out to customers, believing, they look at the cash flow, then COVID-19 came and the cash flow projections, got nullified. And of course, so the bank is now holding just the credit papers and the money is not coming. And you can see that impact now. Many people are losing jobs in the banking industry. In fact, I think at the time, the Senate also have to issue a directive that no bank should sack. Okay, though how enforceable that is debatable. So operational risk is also significant for the banking industry. Okay, so you can see a lot of gloom reports because of this COVID-19. Let us not forget what we are talking about building capacity for the future. So looking at all these, negative trends, okay, how do you position yourself as a young person, all right, to ensure that no matter what happens, if there's a COVID, whatever in the nearest future, you can survive, as a young man, as a young woman, as a leader of the future. Okay, that is the essence of us going through all this. Okay, now businesses resorted to working from home, leading to dependencies on cloud technologies. Wow. So IT people started smiling to the bank. So a lot of people that have been skeptical about cloud technology before, infrastructure as a service, software as a service, so all of them, now are now seeing they don't have a choice. So since you cannot go to your office, you have to keep on working. So businesses that are dealing with the connectivity, all right, secure networking, they were making a lot of money, okay, from the COVID-19 challenge. In fact, the owner of Zoom made serious money. He really cashed out big time, okay, because now teleconferencing now became a norm. Okay, teleconferencing became a norm. Even the Federal Executive Council, they are meeting online now. Okay, you have the Senate, the National Assembly in South Africa, they met on Zoom during COVID-19. All right, so businesses now, they are meeting on Zoom. All right, communications with employees working from home on Zoom, video conferencing, teleconferencing, so people in that field made money. So what is that telling you as a young person? You need to get IT skills, digitalization, get digital skills. Okay, businesses were forced to now, since they are now at home, people now were now forced to hire, social media influencers. They are now forced to hire digital marketers, SEO experts, to be able to push their business, right, on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, So you have a lot of online marketing. Marketing went online. Sales went online. Business went, even production went online. So that is telling you, as a young person, that you need, regardless of what you are studying right now, or regardless of your background, what capacity do you have in IT? Small businesses now realize that they cannot do without a website. They have to open a website. They have to open email. So people that have that capacity, they were just making a killing. They were just making money. So digital marketing expert, webmasters, all right, cloud technology experts, they were making money. Amazing Web Service, AWS, they made serious money as businesses keep on now depending on their, their online servers. So people are now realizing the power of digitalization. There was a surge, and there is still a surge in electronic commerce and digital marketing because of COVID-19. So as a young man, as a young lady, what are you doing? What do you know? What is your knowledge quotient on electronic commerce? All right. What do you know about digital marketing? Do you have the knowledge of digital marketing? Do you have knowledge of e-commerce? More businesses are requiring websites and online presence. Do you have skills in those areas? Okay. So we move on. So that is talking about the impact of COVID-19 on the career landscape. A lot of people lost jobs because of COVID-19. A lot of businesses went down, but I've used this opportunity to tell you that a lot of businesses also went up because of COVID-19. A lot of young people, all right, made serious money because of COVID-19. Training went online since schools were down. Some guys that were sharp, all right, they quickly set up online classes for primary school, for secondary school. Some went on radio, all right. Some went online to create online schools for people. All these will still require web programmers. Okay, so it's COVID-19 destroyed or hampered, affect careers negatively, but some other guys that are positioned themselves positively in terms of capacity building, they benefited a lot from COVID-19. We'll still look, it's not late yet. So you still can position yourself for the future because COVID-19, has changed the world forever, whether we like it or not. So securing the job of your dreams as a young man, as a young lady. I've said it before, first degree is not enough. Okay, at a time in Fidelity Bank, I remember there was a promotion and some people were promoted, okay, but with a condition that they go and add to their first degree. So the promotion was suspended. Okay, so until you are able to present something else in addition to your first degree. They don't want people that are not growing. Okay, if you have done a study or a training on what they call balanced scorecard, learning and growth is one of the 4 perspectives of balanced scorecard. So when you want to measure an organization on an individual, you don't just measure whether they are making money. That's financial perspective. Okay, you need to look at their customer perspectives. Are their customer happy? You need to look at their internal process perspective. How are they running things within the organization, the operational effectiveness and operational efficiency. Then you need to look at the learning and growth. Are their people learning? Are they growing? Are they developing? And that was what that bank insisted on at that particular point in time. So you want to grow with us as an organization, you must show us evidence that you are adding to yourself. So many people were forced to go and do postgraduate diploma, start masters, start ICANN, start a professional course. People that have read, courses maybe 10 years, 15 years ago were forced to go back to do something, get a certification relevant to their field. That's growth. So recruitment also now, people are coming with 2 degrees, first degree, second degree, PhD, and you are there, all you have is just your BSc, you're just carrying that certificate up and down. What else do you have to offer? You need to skill up. Okay, number 2, join a professional association, online and offline. Remember I mentioned information. One of the reasons why people are underemployed, okay, is because of lack of information. Where will you get that information? In a group. Okay, not all these group where you are just abusing yourself, you are just liking photos, that is not what I'm talking about. Serious minded group. So join ICANN, join chambers of commerce and industry, join whatever field that is relevant to your organization, Computer Association of Nigeria, Association of Statistical Professional, whatever, be there. Look for a local chapter wherever you are. okay, either online or offline, you've got to participate. That is where the jobs are. That is where some of them even do training for free. Okay, for example, ISACA, I know ISACA local chapters, everyone, every of their meeting, they must do, somebody must pick somebody either within or outside to come and deliver a lecture, a capacity building. So, and once you are a member, the trainings are free for you. So you've got to be a member of a professional association. It will build your capacity. Okay. Then be active in your religious institutions. Okay. You're a Muslim, participate in the Islamic activities in your mosque. Be known, be visible. Okay. In your church, be active wherever you are, whatever be your religious inclination, be active there. Why am I saying this? All right. The HR leaders of these companies, they go to churches, they go to mosque. So you may not be able to have access to them in the office. Okay. For example, you want to see the MD of First Bank, for example. How will you fix the appointment? But the MD of the First Bank, might have a religious association that, that the person is attending. Okay, so are you a member of such a religious body? You can easily, after service, hello, man, good afternoon, this and that, and then, you get what you want. That's what I'm talking about. So you have to be active, in social circles. Okay, so then also to secure the job of your dreams, you have to be careful of your social media footprint. Some people write carelessly on Facebook, they write carelessly on Twitter, they post, they retweets, HR, let me tell you, HR practitioners are going online now. Before they recruit you, they do background check. So they Google your name and see what will come up. Okay, so you've got to be very careful about your social media footprints. Don't type anyhow. Don't abuse. Don't use negative words. Don't use foul words online, because somebody can use that to create a profile of who they believe you are. Okay, then I want to also say you have to be active on LinkedIn. Okay, so a lot of young people don't go to LinkedIn. I hope LinkedIn will pay me for this advert. Okay, but LinkedIn is the professional, social media platform. So it's serious. So you don't see people cracking jokes, doing comedy on LinkedIn. It's all business. It's all about recruiters and people looking for a job. So that's why you have to have your profile, your CV updated on LinkedIn. Very, very important. I've seen guys getting called up for jobs on LinkedIn that they did not apply for. Companies did not even know existing, calling them to come and work for them, just based on their profile on LinkedIn. So please take this secret from me. Be active on LinkedIn, update your profile, tag people. There's nobody that's farther than LinkedIn that you cannot contact. So create relationships on LinkedIn. Then lastly, to secure the job of your dream, be a specialist in an IT skill. I've said it does not matter what you read, what you read in school or what you are reading in school. Now, IT is a foundational skill for everybody. It doesn't matter what you are doing, whether you're an engineer, whether you're an artist, it does not matter. We all need IT. Okay, so get a knowledge in IT which you can use to negotiate, all right, when it comes to recruitment. All right, so I move to the next phase, which is the careers of the future. The careers of the future. Number one, healthcare. Okay, you can see because of COVID-19 how important the doctors, the nurses, the lab attendants. Okay, so name it, the health industry will continue to be number one. We all need doctors. We all need doctors. We all need medical practitioners. So that is a field that cannot go extinct in the nearest future. Okay, so if we have strong interest in that area, you can always know that you cannot have regrets in that field, especially when you are a good uh, reader or study. You are very studious, okay, because you need to get multiple certifications. You need to keep on getting uh, relevant qualifications for you to stand out in air care. So another career of the future is environmental management, technology, anything environmental related is going to sell now and in the future. Why? You know, we're already in trouble. We have environmental pollution, climate change, all right, ozone layer depletion, global warming, so you see flooding, tsunamis everywhere. So there is that fear, there is that, you know, concern that we may outplay ourselves on this planet. So because of that concern, there will always be need for consultants in environmental related field. So it's one field that you may want to build your capacity as a young man or as a young lady. Okay, then artificial intelligence and robotics, of course, that is self-explanatory. So you have people now that have skills in that area. So we need a technology that can help us to be able to predict the future. Okay, so you have machines, you have computers that are able to do what men will have done. You know, just this morning I was reading a book where they were describing a robot that why, you know, the military is using. So a doctor thousands of miles away can use that robot to perform a surgery. Can you imagine that? A guy, you know, you have a soldier that has been shot, you know, in the war front. So you don't even need to have medical doctors in the war front. All you need to do is have that robot. Maybe the guy is just, the doctor is somewhere, you know, AC blowing over him, you know, somewhere in Washington, and he's doing an operation on a particular soldier thousands of miles away. So that is what we are talking about. So computers mimicking and doing what human beings will have done. And that is a serious business. So if you are computer inclined, you are mathematical inclined, I'm telling you, it's a field you cannot regret. There is high demand for that field. Okay, for people that are specialists in that field. Then of course, data science and business intelligence. We are not talking about big data. So you have so much information. Look at banks. Look at ATMs, for example. Can you imagine how many ATMs First Bank, for example, have in this country? So, or imagine you want to now process all the data that those ATMs, you know, are worked on for 1 year. It's beyond what human beings can handle. All right. So you have software, you have technologies that will be able to map those data and create a pattern. Okay. I met a guy recently in Nigeria. He's a Nigerian working in Malaysia, and the company he's working for in Malaysia is a company that is consulting for banks in data science. So what that company does is that, you know, the banks that have subscribed to them, they analyze the data of those banks online real time. So they know the normal pattern of normal transactions. So in case anytime there's a deviation from the normal pattern, they call, so they have programmers, they have financial analysts. So the programmers are the one monitoring the data. The moment there's a deviation from the normal way the data normally follow, they suspect that there is a fraud or irregularity. They call the financial experts to come and look, analyze the data further so that they will be able to detect. So what I'm saying now, unlike before, when somebody can be committing fraud for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, it's still ongoing. In such a bank now, it's not possible. Worst case, the first day they will pick you because the pattern will not follow the normal way it has been following. So from that deviation, some guys will pick it and they will start asking questions until they uncover that fraud. When he told me, I said, wow, this is wonderful. So that is what data science, all right, is all about. Business intelligence, all right. Like I used to say, business intelligence, you see in the books of a company revenue, 30 million. There's a lot of information about that 30 million. Which geopolitical zone did that 30 million come from? Which gender, all right? What is the gender breakdown of that income? Okay, what is the age, all right, breakdown? Okay, the people that bought that bought the products, are they 60 years and above? Are they 18 years and below? Are they between 20 and 25? We need that. That is what business intelligence is all about. All right, the 30 million, what sales group produce it? All right, then what is the contribution of each salesperson in the company? You can see the questions I'm asking now. That is what business intelligence is all about. So don't just tell me we made revenue of 30 million. Business intelligence will give you information behind that 30 million so that you can make intelligent decisions. So for example, if you discover, you analyze it, you can decide to, okay, the salesperson that produced the highest will get promoted. The person that is not performing will be dismissed. That's a business decision. Oh, the geopolitical zone that did not patronize us, we need to send our salespeople there for advertising campaign. That's a business decision. So that's what we mean by business intelligence. So that area too is needed seriously now. So you need to get knowledge in that area, build capacity in that area. Information security, wow. So you have attacks, cyber attacks, all over the place, business shutdown, data espionage, all those challenges are there. We are depending on technology, so we cannot run away from cybercrime. So we need information security experts. So that is another field that you cannot get lost. If you have certifications, you have degrees in information security, cyber security, I'm telling you, the future is set for you. Business continuity management. Okay, COVID-19 is the justification for business continuity experts, all right? So there are certifications in that area. You have a ISO 22301, okay? That's the certification on business continuity management. Because of, if you have experts in that field, okay, many businesses that went down because of COVID-19, they will not have gone down because they will have been prepared for eventualities. What happens if we cannot have access to our headquarters? What happens if we cannot have access to the data center? Which was what happened during COVID-19. And that is the question that the business continuity management expert answer for organization. So if you have expertise, you have qualification in business continuity management, all right, many businesses have now started up. They've now realized the importance of business continuity. So they need people, young people in that field. Information system auditing. So this one goes along with information security. So you now have IT auditors, technology auditors, database auditors, network auditors. Before, what we used to have is financial auditors. But now financial auditors cannot be, they do not have the competence to be able to do full audit again. It has gone beyond financial auditors. So even financial auditors have to step up to become technology auditors. So we have certifications in that area, Certified Information System Auditor, CISA, you have CISSP, and the rest. So for the banks, oil and gas agencies, they need IT auditors. Now that every business is running on IT, so you need auditors that have IT qualifications. And of course, webmasters. I've said it, businesses are going online every single day. Businesses are going online. Even SMEs have realized that they need to have a website. So you can have a website and somebody in Canada can call you for a transaction while you are in Nigeria, just by Googling what they wanted and your website comes up. So you are webmasters, as a career. also for the future. Then digital marketers have said it. So before, you used to see all these sales boys and girls, wearing t-shirts and running around all over the market. How many markets do you want to use your leg to go around for, where you can sit behind your computer and create a jingle that can reach the whole world within 2 minutes? Okay, so you are going to need, so people with that knowledge, people with that skill. All right, I remember there was one guy that EFCC employed during his NYC that was handling their social media handle, uh, their Twitter handle. It was so wonderful. That guy was so funny, when people ask questions on AFC issues, the way he replied. In fact, the guy became a national star all of a sudden. I think Union Bank finally employed that guy, if I got that correct. Okay, so because of his skills on social media handling. So social media influencers will also be a career of the future. So you have people on Instagram, all right, with millions of followers, all right, doing what they like best, all right, being themselves, recording themselves, and they're having millions of followers. And believe you me, they are getting money, they are being paid. Okay, so you have people, YouTubers, right, Instagram influencers, Twitter influencers. Okay, somebody like Tunde Ednot, okay, is doing well on social media, and they are getting paid for being very visible, online. Then, as I mentioned, cloud technologies, cloud technology and security. So businesses are storing their information in the cloud now. So people with AWS, Amazing Web Service uh, uh, certifications, all right, they are highly needed. So when you are through with this video, you can Google AWS certifications. There are a lot of them which you can use to build yourself and use that to get a job in the IT industry. They are needed all over the world now because businesses are now working online. You have software as a service. So instead of you buying a software and you are paying for licensing for maintenance, you don't need that. You can just subscribe to a vendor who is the one that will buy the software. You are only paying as you need it. So when you need to use the software, you just log in. And when you are through, you log out. And that is it. You pay for the time. If it's 5 minutes you use, you pay for that 5 minutes. If it's 10 minutes you use, if it's 10 hours you use, just pay for that 10 hours. Is that not wonderful? Okay. So because of the cost effectiveness, many businesses are going to the cloud. So they need experts in that area. So, and of course, because once you have a technology, you also need security for that technology. So if people are storing information on cloud, they are doing software as a service, they are doing platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, they are going to need security experts to safeguard those services. So that also creates another job for young people to develop themselves as a cloud technology security experts. So these are this is just a brief description of some of the jobs that I believe will sell in the nearest future. So let's just look at online training sites. So now that virtually everybody is at home, all right, students, young people, everybody is more or less at home. People that are working are even working from home. So there's a lot of opportunity for you to train, to build your capacity online. So you have udemy.com, okay? You have training courses as cheap as $10, $13, $11. So can afford that, all right, Coursera.org, codeacademy.com. You want to teach yourself how to code, codeacademy.com. You have lynda.com, you have pluralsites.com, lifehack.org, edx.org, Harvard Online Learning, Khan Academy, Microsoft Learn, MIT Open Courseware, all right, Skillshare. So all these are websites where you can learn, you can gather skills, you can build yourself, all right, build capacity for the future. And the good news that They are quite affordable, and some of them are even free. So in conclusion, this is the skill age. You must skill up to create the future of your dreams. So thank you for hanging out with me. God bless you. Until we meet next time.